Hello everyone, if you are watching this worked example, well done to you all, and this is probably the hardest type of expanding brackets that you will get. And here you can see you got two brackets, not just a term outside the bracket anymore, you got two brackets to multiply them by each other. So you've got two terms in the first bracket, which is in red, and you got two terms in the second bracket, which is in black. So now, this is how you will do it. I'm going to walk you through step by step. First, in the red brackets, you've got the term x. So I'm going to multiply that by the x in the brackets, the second bracket, which is in black. X times x, two letters together, will give you x squared. So as you can see, the arrow is green, which give you the answer x squared also in green. So watch out for the colors as well, just to make sure that you don't get confused. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 1 in red black brackets by 2 in the second brackets, which is black. And 1 times 2 is as easy as you know, is just 2. The next thing I'm going to do, we've got two pairs that we multiply. Then I'm going to go through by multiplying the number 1 in the first bracket by x, which is 1 times x is just x. And I'm going to do the next thing is the x and the number 2 in the second bracket, which will give you 2x. So this could be a little bit complicated, but try to get used to drawing these arrows. And I've given you as in terms of a smiley face, which makes you hopefully it will make you remember how to do these brackets or how to do these arrows. And then this is not complete. The answer that you get from multiplying these arrows or multiplying these terms are not complete yet. The last thing you have to do is very important. You will lose a mark in the exam if you do not do this step, which is collecting like terms. When you collect the like terms, you are collecting the terms that are alike, which is in the name, as simple as that. So you go through your answer, you find the first thing you see is x squared. Can you see any other x squared in your answer? For this one, no. So therefore you have to leave x squared as it is. Then you move on to the next one, which is plus 2. Can you see any other numbers in the answer? No. Therefore, you have to leave as 2 as it is. And for the third one, you move on to the next one after the first 2, which is x. Can you see any other x's? Yes, because you've got 2x at the end of this solution. Therefore, you have to collect them together. That means you've got 1 lot of x and 2 lots of x's will give you 3 lots of x's. So your answer should be x squared plus 3x plus 2. Now, as you can see, I've rearranged from x squared plus 2 plus 3x into 3x plus 2. The reason for it is in algebra, you have to make sure that you are presenting your solution as neat as possible. So you've got x squared, and then it makes sense to just go, okay, I'm going to put x in the middle, and then the number in the last, as the last term for the answer. Now, this is complicated, so I'm going to ask you to pause this for a bit and copy it down in your book. Make sure that you are using different color pens so that you can follow the arrows. And make sure that you understood what is happening here so that you'll be ready to do the example next. Here are the few questions I would like you to attempt. Copy the question, make sure that you are drawing the arrows for every single question and collecting the like terms for your last answer. Then pause the video. We'll check your answer in a bit. Right, here are the answers. After checking the answers, if you are confident to to actually move on to the next step, you may move on to the next step. If you want not, if you think you need a bit more practice, I don't want you to do more questions because there's already 10 questions you've done. Well done. And I want you to go onto the link at the bottom of this video and play the game. Play the game just to see, if you can complete these kind of questions or not.